Good morning, guys. I want to give you guys a piece of advice. When you finish this video and you finish listening to me run my mouth, I want you to do something. And this is my advice. I want you to go to the search bar in YouTube if you haven't. Some of you may know, have heard this, some of you haven't. But go up there and type in the name Oliver Anthony. And you'll see this. Rich man north of Richmond. Just listen to that. I just heard it when I was, going to my daughter's school. Just saw it on a Facebook post. One of my family members. I never heard of it before. Maybe I'm behind time. Somebody be like, "Oh yeah, dude." But I honestly don't really pay attention to music. I'm still stuck in the 70s rock music, a little bit of the 80s, and of course 90s country. That was like the great music, right? I don't listen to the new stuff, but I'm gonna tell you what. Driving home from my daughter's school, I turned it on. My truck has that system in the back I put in a long time ago with the bass. And just listening to it, man. I know there's so many of us, not all of you, but a lot of us feel the same way we hear in that song. That we were fed up with the corruption on Wall Street. We're fed up with the corruption of the government. We're just fed up with the corruption of the so-called rich and elite. Just the way that they treat us, right? Just the way they treat majority of you. And here I am. I've never needed to do this. People message me and say, "Man, you already are a rich man. You have a beautiful family. You got the property in Tennessee. You got these things." And I am. It's true. God has blessed me beyond belief. But at the end of the day, I had said it, I think it was Brian Tuttle. I asked him why he was fighting so hard. And then I explained why I was fighting so hard. I didn't have anybody defend me growing up as a kid. I didn't have anybody standing beside me, fighting for me as I was picked on, abused, attacked, physically, you name it. I didn't have anybody there. I had to just grin and bear it, take it. And eventually, I just got to the point where I became numb. It doesn't matter if you attack me. That's why I don't care. I come right back at you. People will say stuff to me. You guys probably seen it, and some of you don't like my responses. I'm mean as hell. I'll respond mean, because it doesn't matter what you are saying to me. The ones that are attacking me, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But one thing that does matter for me, if you notice, is I want to stand up for and fight for the others that I feel like are being abused. And that was the biggest thing for me with Adam. I felt like he was abusing. That's the biggest thing with me with one of your big leaders from the Yes side that finally came out and was truthful about everything. To me, that was stolen ape valor, utilizing the same theory or doing the same thing that Adam did. And just people, hell, I go into Frankie Muhammad, I'll go into all the different guys and I'll read their comments. And if I see somebody attacking them, I'll go back at them. I did that on Twitter. And that was the thing about the community, is I felt like a big percentage of the people felt the same way. My heart was a little broken when I was trying to for 6 months, push and promote Occupy SEC 2023 to show up the SEC building. I was hoping it would get some momentum going. I was hoping that someone would step in afterwards and continue the process. But it wasn't easy because, frankly, I didn't get a lot of support from the AMC community. Most of that support came from the MMTLP community. But I was like, this is a chance. People are willing to fight back. That's why I've been in this. I didn't need to do this, man. I didn't. And I didn't need to sacrifice all these years. But I chose to. It was my choice. I choose to still be here and not take off, right? I still choose to make the videos and talk about it and share honestly and transparently, because no matter what and how this play turns out, there is something majorly wrong, and there has been. There is something massively wrong that's been going on, the way they have been manipulating, twisting, corrupting, whatever it may be, bad actors, malfeasance, all the stuff that they're doing. We know it. And that's why we stood here. And I will be able to, when this is completely said and done or whatever happens, I will know in my heart that I did the best I could ultimately to put myself out there. And I know a lot of you did, a lot of my viewers that have been here with me. But that's what this was supposed to be about. Unfortunately, it turned over time. And I feel like Adam and outside influence and certain influencers all twisted, and we got the division. But what I'm trying to say in 4 minutes and something in is, listen to that song. Maybe listen to it twice. It just, considering the melancholy and where we're at and where we are mentally, emotionally, whether it's people say it's the big shakeout, the last shakeout, the last rip, the last dip before the rip, before the, you know what I mean, the one we've heard forever. If that's the case, I hope so. But I know I'm not the only one that's feeling this way. I know I'm not the only one that can't stop thinking about it, clicks on there, is hoping, is praying, is thinking. Like, this wasn't a normal investment play. It wasn't. Going all in on it wasn't smart. That wasn't what you do in the stock market. Most people knew that. So those that want to make fun of it, people chose to do that. People chose to pump their retirements into it because maybe they didn't have enough retirement money, so they wanted to build it up quicker because I know that with the vets, or they didn't have enough money to put in, so they put in what they could, and to them it's a lot of money. Maybe if they put in $3,000, $6,000, $10,000, $10,000, that's a lot of money for them. But they were looking at these GME style gains and these pumpers that were saying $150,000, $500,000, $1 million a share. You know, remember that? We know. But at the end of the day, I heard it. I saw it through the last 2.5 years. A big percentage of people wanted to stand up. Even the media talked about it. How the retail investors, the meme stock investors, traders, whatever you want to call it, wanted to stick it to the man. I missed that. And to see where this has come it's heartbreaking. At the end of the day, I hate to say it, but it is money. We're going to live. We're going to be provided for. God said it. We're going to get everything that we're going to need. We may not get as much as we want. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to get all the things that I wanted right away. Maybe they'll come in time. I've gotten this far in life without an AMC stock or without an AMC squeeze. I got here because he allowed it. But regardless, Google it, search it, go listen to it. I'm gonna go listen to some of his other music. I heard that he has 3 of the top songs are from him. That dude's pretty cool, man, his music. So that's my advice today. Listen to that.